don't think I ever seen a starship like this running in engine anywhere. Yeah, it looks real.
Yeah.
I couldn't say that it looks like a movie, but it kind of looks like a scale model, a real scale model.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is kind of like, as time goes on, the tech becomes better. I mean, you can make
What kind of resolutions are those textures?
4096. And we have probably about 12 materials all layered on top of each other. So you got like 12 different 4096 textures, and then you have as well with this. This is actually what we tie in with like our blend layer. So we get like things that are scratches, and over time when you actually race more and more, you're flying your ship for longer periods of time, it actually builds up and degrades over time.
You mean
so
the scratches remain, it's like...
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So we actually blend in more scratches that happen as you fly through the course.
Do you actually have a chance, if you want, to restore it like it was?
Exactly. Yeah, so Chris can actually talk a little bit more about the how you can actually go to your hangar, and we'll be able to actually do some repairs on your ship. Some light scratches can actually be done over by a paint job, but anything with like bigger parts that are actually like destroyed, then you're actually going to need to have that ordered in to actually have that fully replaced. So in the persistent universe, and even during like the racing modes, you will need to actually have these ships in downtime to actually get these things repaired.
That's incredible. I mean, the scratch, I don't think I've ever seen a simulator or anything that saves the damage over time.
Exactly. So this is just a testament to like the level of fidelity that we really want to go to with the rest of these ships, and how much love that we're actually putting into every single detail, and all the different lights that are actually placed in on it. You can see these front end lights here that are actually, they do activate when you're actually flying. And then same thing with these dorsal lights as well, or these side lights as well. So you got like your port and starboard lights that are actually flashing different colors, and it all plays into the gameplay too. So if you're actually setting yourself up with different radars, you could actually lower your EM emissions by actually.
And you can see where it goes.
All of your different lighting.
If you see the and you're looking at the lights of the other ships, you can actually see the direction they're going.
Yeah, totally, exactly. So then that way, like we have the port and starboard lights that are different between red and
green, red and blue.
Red and green. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Red and green, and then that way you can actually tell exactly which side they're on. If you're flying in like a dark kind of nothing is actually lit, then you can actually see these lights actually on in those darker environments. Exactly. So
how many polygons is this thing?
This thing's I think the last count was actually about like 100,000.
That's not even that high. I mean, you did a great job with the normals and the tessellation stuff.
Exactly.
100,000 is like very low. It's like a lot less than I expected.
Well, a lot of like current gen titles, for a lot of their hero assets, they're about like 20 to 60,000 for like a full character, right?
Yeah, I know.
And so for us, like our ships are the main characters.
Yeah, I expected like 1 million. Look at this thing.
Not quite, because we like exactly what you said, with the normal mapping and with PBR, it really helps sell the surface of this particular ship itself. So you actually see the smooth curves, and we did a little bit of poly modeling right here, as you can see, because you can see the actual indents that are actually happening. But there are certain areas that are still normal mapped in. Like this is all actual polygons inside of the mesh.
Yeah, you couldn't do that with normals.
Exactly. But these rivets here are actually
normals.
Yeah, exactly. But with that, like with our decal texture sheets, going up to 4096, like they're really, really high res.
Yeah,
as you can see,
the
like
normal mats are. So the normals are also with that resolution. I've never seen normals that were that high in resolution, besides in modding for Skyrim or stuff like that.
Yep. And again, like that goes back to exactly why we're treating this as like we want to specifically target for that high end PC, so we can flush out these particular details and have movie quality setups for each one of these ships and each one of these levels.
So of
That
course
way
you'll
it's
you'll
just
have
a spectacle every time
you'll have
you-
alternate textures for lower level for lower computer.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what we do is it's called mip mapping. So it's like an LED process that's actually when you're switching over to like a lower system stack. If you can't handle actually running this on like if you don't have anything like a 780 GTX one we're currently running on, if you have something lower like a 680 or 660 exactly 660 Ti. You can actually set these things to like, instead of very high spec, which is what we're on, you can actually set it to like high or medium spec, and it actually takes your textures, and it should already be mapped down for LODs, so we're actually automatically taking those lower resolution textures, so like the 4096 textures that you see here, those automatically go down to 2048 and then 1024.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
And then even lower as you go further away.
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular. I was surprised.
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of engineering work that's gone into this.
Yeah, it's incredible. What kind of video memory does this thing take? I mean,
Quite a lot.
Yeah, I think like how much do you have on this rig?
On this rig, I think we have a gig and a half. So right now we're actually almost exceeding that limit.
Oh, so
we're getting
you have just 1 gig and a half of video memory on this one, and it runs.
And it runs.
I'm safe. Yes.